Not bad for a Tuesday. I'd say it's been pretty comfortable to say the least, perhaps beautiful. Yeah, I'm really loving today's weather. I hope you feel the same way. Satellite and radar showing us that other than a couple of clouds, there's really not much to talk about here at home. High pressure is in charge. The air is more stable and life here in southern New England is pretty good. So good, in fact, that, well, there's plenty of blue sky here on the Providence Skycam, and that's what we've been seeing all over the region throughout the day. Temperatures a little below average, so if I could tweak anything for you, I'm sure that would be the thing you'd suggest. Me personally, I'm loving the 70s, but that's just my humble opinion. Providence, 77 degrees right now, 73 in Smithfield and Westerly and Newport, by the way, 74 as we look to New Bedford. Now, over the next couple of hours, temperature is going to fall through the 70s, through the 60s, and eventually we're going to get into the upper 50s, which is actually pretty cool for this time of year. We're normally in the mid 60s, so the fact that we're going to be at 59 degrees tomorrow morning in Providence, I'm calling it sweatshirt weather. Maybe that's what you're into, and maybe this is music to your ears. I know I could say that, but listen, if you want it to be a little warmer, just wait a couple of days and you will certainly have plenty of that. Now, let's get through tomorrow afternoon first, where we technically are going to warm up a little bit each day. Couple degrees here and there. So for example, it's going to be 82 tomorrow in Woonsocket, same thing in Providence, 79 for Scituate, 81 as we head to Pawtucket. A little further down toward the coast, we're expecting the mid 70s right along the water. So if you're in parts of South County, like let's say Narragansett or Westerly, for example, expect the mid 70s. As we head further north toward Bristol, it's going to be a little warmer, about 78 degrees or so. Going to be into the low 80s as we head into northern Bristol County, Massachusetts, and then back toward the south coast, temperatures largely in the mid and upper 70s. Once again, the closer to the water you are, the cooler it's going to be, between about 75 and 80 degrees. Now, here's the kicker. As we move later into the week, a couple degrees each day to say the least. We go from 82 tomorrow to 87 on Thursday to 92 when the heat peaks on Friday afternoon. But it's not just about the heat. You already know what I'm going to say next. It's about the heat and the humidity and the sun angle this time of year, by the way. Look at the dew point trend as we get through this week. Those dew point temperatures skyrocket through Thursday and into Friday, where once again the heat and humidity will both peak. It's going to be feeling like it's about 100 degrees on Friday afternoon, especially for our inland cities. For that reason, we have a heat advisory that's going to go into place on Thursday morning, 11 a.m. Thursday. That's going to linger with us until 8 p.m. on Friday. So make sure you're doing all those things that we do when the heat really gets going here in southern New England. Things like drinking plenty of water, wearing light loose clothing outside, and don't forget the SPF. Sun's going to be pretty strong. Then we have a cold front that comes through as we move through Friday and into the weekend. It moves through and then kind of lingers for a little bit. But I think that we are on the right side of timing here as this front kind of falls apart late Friday night, maybe bringing us a shower at this point as we move past sunset. Then we get into Saturday, and I think this thing is far enough to our south that perhaps we get some cloud cover out of the deal, but I think we're going to stay mostly dry. Can't totally write off a shower, maybe a rumble of thunder, but I think Saturday is looking all right. Not picture perfect, but not bad. Sunday, it takes till the afternoon and evening for this next round of rain and a couple thunderstorms to come on through. That's between, again, later on Sunday afternoon and the wee early hours of Monday morning, and then we clear out as we head into Monday. More on that in a second, but here's the summary of the weekend. Again, I don't think it's picture perfect, but I don't think your plans are going to get wrecked either. We end up with the highest chance of rain being mid to late day on Sunday. Then we get into Monday after this front finally moves away from the area. So it moves through first and then it just kind of lingers. Then it's totally out of our hair by Monday. That's going to leave us partly cloudy to mostly sunny. And then we end up with a pretty decent day on Tuesday till the late evening when we could have a shower or two.